Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. It's me, DigiDriver. Today is Tuesday, March the 5th, and it's about 12:30 p.m. I'm going to try something that I debated doing for a long time, but didn't quite have the opportunity to do. I'm actually going to try to fly to the airports that I've won in recent giveaways. I have Los Angeles, London Heathrow, and I believe Abu Dhabi that I'm going to be flying to. So essentially, today is going to be a some kind of a hybrid or mix between a split stream long haul and a kind of come and go as you please stream. I'm home. Mrs. Digi is home. Um, I'm not going to be spending all my time in front of the computer screen. I'm going to be hopping back and forth between taking care of Mrs. Digi, taking care of the pets, and doing some fun stuff on the side and along the way. I have a flight set. Unfortunately, with the Kuro 788 that I have, I couldn't actually get the flight model to be imported. I'm sorry, not the flight model, the flight plan. So it's not going to be as perfect or as good as the usual oceanic crossings are. But I'm not going to be flying this on VATSIM. I have online multiplayer. So if you want to follow along, I'm still at Los Angeles. You can load in, fly any plane you want to. I'll take as much military escort as you want to provide. And I'm flying from Los Angeles to London Heathrow. I am going to be flying as Speedbird 1907, but I'm not going to be on VATSIM. I don't have Volanta or anything else that I'm going to be tracking online. So if you are flying with me, you're going to be multiplayer, and I think you're going to be on East USA server. So let me go ahead and get into the plane and get underway. So traffic is flying off to the east, which is a rarity, especially at an airport like LAX, because usually what happens is those airports almost always do westerly departures, and I think that has something to do with the way that the weather works out here. But whatever the case, we are in the cabin, and I've done some prep work already. We've got the flight plan set. We already had the catering people stop by, and we have luggage loaded. Now, I am flying in 1080p, but I do also have a lot of detail loaded. So even though I have a Ryzen 9 processor and a 3060 Ti, my frame rate's somewhere in like I think the upper 20s to mid 30s. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. Let me see what it looks like right now. It's 27, 26, 28 high. So that's to be expected. We've got high quality textures in place, but I think my texture resolution is medium anyway. I've also gone ahead and removed the rolling cache, and I'm not going to be using that. So let me finish setting up the cabin, or excuse me, the flight deck, and we'll get going. Like I said, we have our pre-flight complete, and we do have legs that we're flying today. We're going to be flying, I believe, the Gardy for departure, direct BL from LAX, and on the way into London Heathrow, we're going to be flying, I think it's called the Nugra 1 Hotel RNAV arrival, landing 27 right, provided conditions don't change. So let me go ahead and finish. I think we've done everything with regards to prep. The only thing I haven't done is, prep for the approach, but obviously that's a long time from now. And the block time is actually 9 hours and 55 minutes. So it's possible that I'm going to be done before tomorrow. So we're going to be landing sometime, I think around, I don't know, like 10, 11 p.m. my time. So, see. The entry door is open right now, but we're going to start setting up shop for a flight out of here, and we're going to be departing shortly. So let's go upstairs and make sure we have everything set. Okay, so there are a few things that I forgot to do. I'm probably going to turn on my primary window heats at this point. We already have our IRS aligned, and we're on ground power, but I'm going to be turning on the APU shortly. I just want to double check and see whether or not there's anything I need to do. We'll turn nav lights on. We'll turn the logo light on because I'm Digi. I like the logo light on. And what else do I need? I don't need the dome light on right now. We'll set anti-ice to auto, and I think that's what you usually do anyway. You just leave it there. Let's see. Packs are auto right now, and I think you can leave those on for engine start because there's nothing really weird. This plane automates so much of the setup stuff anyway. Landing altitude, I'm not worried about. This also automates that. And let me check. Battery is high. Flight deck door power, I think I set that on. And emergency lights are now armed. Let's see, window heats, ground test, cockpit voice recorder, cargo fire in up. Passenger oxygen is on. And I believe that's everything. I think so, at least. We're going to be getting out of here shortly, so let's go ahead and turn our passenger signs on. And we'll get electrics set to auto. Let me think. Is there anything else I need to do? I haven't flown the Kuro in a while, actually. This is kind of neat. Electrics are all set to auto. Passenger signs are auto. And the old jettison, no. What else am I missing? I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get the fuel pumps going. We've got fuel all over the place. We're taking roughly 155,000 pounds of fuel max for our trip. We, I believe, will divert to Gatwick if we have to. Hopefully we won't need to. So, we'll get the beacon light on. And let's go ahead and close up shop here as well. I will disconnect the jetway. Jetway can get going. And let's get the APU going since we have fuel pumps. Beacon is on. And let's start planning our pushback. We're going to take off runway 7 left. Pre-plan. And I believe we'll go ahead and go to here, I think. Right there should be fine. We'll just make sure our can we work the temperature in the cabin? Okay. Not worried about that per se, but let me just take a quick peek. I'm going to pretend the cabin temp's where I want it to be, so I'm not going to worry about it. Fuel's there. Okay, APU is at 100%. So let's see, APU gen is on already. And we should be disconnected from ground power. I'll double check. Yeah, looks like we are. Alright, so we're disconnected from ground power. We've got beacon lights on. Let's go ahead and request pushback. But before we do that, let me go ahead and get my speed set for departure. I do not believe the Guardi 4 has any restrictions on airspeed. And we'll get the flight director set as well. Let's take a look at the departure briefly, or I'll take a look at it on my screen. And initial climb is assigned by, well, top climb is assigned by ATC, but again, we don't have any issues with oh, interesting. Initial climb is to 8,000, and then we finish our climb. So let's set 8,000 as max altitude, and that's it. Double check my altimeter, and we'll set we'll set radio mins to 200 for our arrival into Heathrow. Or maybe 300. Yeah, we'll do 300. And we'll adjust that as needed. Okay, we've got traffic already. And that's about it, friends. Let's go ahead and request pushback and get out of here. Okay, the parking brake is set. I'll go ahead and release parking brake. Interesting that I didn't hear anybody talk to me. I'm assuming we should be getting pushed back momentarily. Yeah, I think we'll be pushing back in a bit. Unless we won't. I don't know. Not sure if it's a problem with pushback per se, but oh, they were holding. Got it. There we go. All right, clock's running. Let's go ahead and turn the engines on. All right, I think as soon as I get to 15, I can turn the engines, introduce some fuel. There we go. Right engines coming up. And once this taps 50, I'll probably be able to get the other engines started. I could probably just start them both right now if I wanted to. Okay. Left engine. Should be good now, I think. All right, we're in position. I'm pulling parking brake. All right, they finished the pushback process. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the taxi light. Okay, engines are up. Let's take a look at anything else that we're missing. I think all I have to do is turn off the APU at this point. And window heat, hydraulics. All right, fuel is flowing. Let's get the wing light on for safety. And I believe that's everything. Recirc fan should be running fully now. And that's it. All right, so pushback process is complete. We're going to taxi down to runway 7 left. And we're going to do that through the Bradley Terminal area, taxiway Lima. Right turn on, I believe, Bravo. Lima, Bravo, Bravo 17. All right. All right, let's go. Let's have some fun today. All right. Parking brake release. APU cool down, doors auto. Let's give the engines a little juice. And we should start taxiing. All right, and the good thing about flying with the gamepad is that you do start to feel it when you start to roll because of the force feedback. We could get going a little faster. All right, so let me just double check myself. We've got the auto throttles armed, flight directors are on, initial climb is 8,000. And what is the magnetic deviation for 07 left? It is 071. So let's go ahead and set that right now. Okay, 071. Let's make sure the bank is set to auto. Okay, bank is set to auto. Good. And I think that's about it for now. Yep. Doors closed, slides armed. Good. Oh, of course, we can do a quick flight controls check. Full left. Full right. Full forward. Full back. Full left rudder. Ooh. Full right. Oh, man. The, um, the ground handling is gonna take some getting used to. But that's it. We should be fine. I'll go ahead and leave the, what is that, the main FD? set to something else. And we are departing to the east, which again is a rarity for an airport like this. So let's enjoy it. Ground speed right now is about 6 knots. We could go a little bit faster than that. That's fine. But welcome aboard, everybody. If you're just joining me for the first time, I am DigiDriver. I normally do scenery development and content creation. Sometimes I do software development on stream. But today I'm going to be doing a little mix of everything, and some of it may or may not be on stream. For one, this is going to be a long haul flight to London Heathrow out of LAX. I am not going to be streaming the entire flight, or if I do, expect for me to take some extended, large breaks from the flight deck. So it is quite possible if you see me, you tune in, I may either be away or just not here. Obviously taking care of Mrs. Digi, she's post-op, and doing some other things around the house. But this is what I like to think of as a quite possibly highly overdue flight that I was thinking about and debating about for some time, but now I'm going to go ahead and indulge because I've got the opportunity. We are departing AnyBuild's LAX scenery, and we are going to be going to AnyBuild's London Heathrow scenery. In the future, I might do a flight from London Heathrow to Abu Dhabi. Today is just going to be one long haul. Oh, about 8 knots, not bad, not bad. Like I said, I have been in the process of clearing my rolling cache, so I'm hopeful that I will not run into extensive issues with frame rates, stuttering. I mean, the frame rate in LAX is going to be low because of the fact that there's so much in terms of scenery depth here, so I'm quite fine with that. Wow, we've got a United Airlines flight coming in from Melbourne, Australia. That's real time. It's probably delayed by about 5 or 10 minutes. Welcome down. Just got a dope. All right, where am I on the taxiway? We've got, after the next taxiway to the left is when we go to depart. And sorry for taking so long to get started today, folks, but just making sure that things were installed. It took me a little while to get the flight plan punched into the system, and I didn't want to, add the flight plan for you guys while I was on stream. So I'm happy. Okay, so this is the first turn. And I'm not sure if this plane is going to be going. Also, them brakes though. I mean, conceivably, this runway is long enough where we could do a intersection departure, but I want to use the whole thing. They've got some aircraft parked over there as well. Looks like a Flare 737. We left the Tom Bradley terminal today to go to Heathrow, and we're flying British Airways. Hi, Wisconsin. Hello, friend. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Happy to have you aboard, friend. Gonna be doing a kind of split stream long haul thing today. So, uh, I'll be with you guys probably at least until we get close to cruise, and then I will step away. Whether I step away like for a few moments or I do one of those things where I stop streaming and come back in a couple of hours, I'm not sure, but we're gonna see. All right, so we've got another plane coming in, so it's gonna give you some time to get everything prepped. We'll do running lights on, taxi off, strobe on. Anything else I'm missing? I don't think so. No. I'll double check. No. Window heats are on. Packs are on. Air conditioning is set. And let's get the window reset. Looking good. Lots of traffic today out here. I'm using live traffic and multiplayer. After this airplane comes in, we'll line up and depart. Let me also get my view set up here. Yeah, that's good. All right, here we go, folks. Camp Route. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Been a while, buddy. Good to have you. We're flying to London. We're flying the 788, the Kuro 788 to London Heathrow. We're leaving 80 Builds KLAX, and we're going to be taking a while to get there. The flight plan isn't perfect, but then again, neither is the stream. I'm going to have fun, and I'll be hopping in and out today to uh, do the flight and maybe some other stuff while we're en route. All right, don't think we have a delay here. Let's go ahead and get set up. Spool the engines up to about maybe 45, 50%. And off we go. Hey, looks like we'll be going through some planes. Oh, also forgot to set flaps, but that's okay. Flaps 5. knots. All right. Rotate. Slow rotation, slow rotation. Here we go. Gently. All right. Positive rake, you're up. Take flaps 1. And 1,500 feet. Autopilot. LNAV. And vertical speed. Interesting. That's why. Because I want it to descend. That's better. All right, we're on our way. A little bit behind the departure, but otherwise we're good. On the way up to 5,000 feet on the Guardy 4 departure. Flaps are up at this point. I should have put auto brake to RTO. That's my fault. Do you want to do VNAV, plane? Yeah, you want to know what? Let's see. I'm going to trust the process here and see if the airplane picks up speed and climbs the way it's supposed to. It looks like it is. It's building airspeed, and this is eventually going to go up. Got traffic to my left below. There it goes. There is downtown LA. And we are on our way to Heathrow. Just like that. It's crazy. We've got a D-rated climb for today's flight. And let me see. I think we're coming up on our first altitude restriction. Yeah, trap's going to be 8,000, and then from trap, we're going to climb all the way to flight level 370. Yep, reaching 8,000. There we go, leveling off. Look at those mountains. They're nice, man. Coming up on trap right now. we should be turning to jive right about now. There we go. Should be climbing soon. Or why we're not climbing. I'm going to go ahead and do flight level change. There we go. Up, up, and away. Alright, not too bad. We had problems with frame rate at LAX, but that's to be expected. There's a lot of scenery there. And now we're getting out of here with the beautiful mountains to our left, climbing up to and past 10,000. And then when we do that, we're going to go ahead and turn the landing lights off and get configured. Alright, 10K. There we go. Landing lights off. Turn offs off. Flaps are up. That should be everything. Let's take a quick peek outside. Mind your headphones. Looking good. Looking pretty good. I'm happy with this. So hello and good afternoon to everybody tuning in. This is definitely an atypical time of day for me to be streaming, and there's a pretty good reason why. It's usually because I'm working, but today and this week I do have some time off to be with Mrs. Digi post-op, and I'm going to be in and out of the flight deck today, and probably and likely doing a few other things, maybe on stream or catching up with you guys. Hopefully you've had a great weekend and start to your week. And I know that next weekend is going to come here quicker than I understand. It's just going to happen that way. It always does. But right now, it is Tuesday. At least the last time I checked. So I'm going to enjoy the flight and enjoy catching up with everybody. How are you today? Are you doing well? Are you having a good day at work? If you are at work, hello. um, Hopefully you're doing well. I am normally sitting at my desk coding or doing things for work, and today I am not. I figure at some point during the flight I'm going to work on some Raspberry Pi stuff or maybe do some programming. Today I'm gonna, enjoy the flight to Heathrow. And if for some reason the sim crashes, oh well. I don't want it to, but if God willing that's what happens, then we'll take our lessons and we'll enjoy. If I get there, great. If I don't get there, then I'll be taking care of other stuff as well. But we are flying the Kuro 788. This is the, I believe, Golf Zulu Bravo Juliet Alpha registration for British Airways, and I am flying as Speedbird 197. I'm not on VATSIM. One of the reasons why is because I wasn't able to load my flight plan incorrectly. I think there's some SimBrief integration that either I messed up or haven't installed the proper add-ons for. So I'm not putting that on the plane. I like flying the 788 a lot. I think it's like the sports sedan of the bunch. If we're talking about the 787, and I'm enjoying it. But hopefully you are all enjoying this stream, or at least enjoying your time today. Let me check in. It looks like we're past 18,000 feet. We'll click on a standard, and now we're standard pressure for our altimeter, which means pretty much for the rest of like the rest 8/10ths of the flight will be in standard before we start descending and preparing for our arrival into Heathrow. I did spend some time installing a bunch of AnyBuilds things before we got to this point, and I am liking this as a thing. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, I'm happy. Although I think in another 5 or 10 minutes, if not less, I'm going to be getting up for my first break, which means I'm going to just make sure things are taken care of, probably feed the pets, maybe even grab a quick bite to eat, and check in with you guys as we continue our climb to flight level 370. And once we get there, I'll probably catch up with you guys about the day, and then we will see what has to happen. If I'm taking a look at the flight plan through my Navigraph charts page, I am literally on the beginning portion of this humongous arc that's going to take us, I think, across, let's see, the US, Canada. We're going to cut across Greenland, the very bottom part, and then we're going to come down through, I think, the UK, and then into Heathrow. So I'll probably say goodnight to anybody in the UK somewhere when we leave Canada or so, or the Hudson Bay, and then I'll be landing, I think, in London sometime around maybe between 10:45 to 11:30 my time. So we'll see. Now I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Mach, and I think we're going to set this up for point niner. Oh no, wait, I forgot. You can't do you can't do point niner in this plane. It has to be in the 78X. So we'll go to Mach 0.86 and we'll see if we can hit that speed, or at least 0.84 for now. So, folks, pardon me. I'm gonna take my first break, and then we will catch up probably sometime once we get to, I don't know, outer California, Nevada, and we'll see. So sit tight. BRB. Hello, King Cobra, and hello to everybody. I'm back on mic. Sounds like you either just missed or you actually had a bug, King Cobra, in which case, sorry to hear that. But we are well on our way, my friend. Well on our way to London Heathrow. We took off a little while ago from Los Angeles International Airport, and we have reached our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet, where we will be hanging out for a very long time today. Oh, oh man, bad football passes, I see. No bueno. Hopefully you are all on your way to recovery, King Cobra. Get the recovery there yet? No. Please keep asking that. That's funny. Like, I expect you to ask that, I think, either, like, whenever I'm on mic. If I'm not on mic because I'm taking a break and doing something else, don't ask it. But anytime I get back on mic, ask that. You have my permission. But I hope you guys are doing very, very well. Very well. Um, Special week, just helping Mrs. Digi with post-op. And no, we're not there yet. And just enjoying some time. Um, in fact, I am reading through the Bible, and I am going to be reading Psalms 19. So I figured I'd share it with you guys as well. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they reveal knowledge. They have no speech, they use no words. No sound is heard from them. Yet their voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the ends of the world. In the heavens God has pitched the tent for the sun. It is like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, like a champion rejoicing to run his course. It rises at one end of the heavens and makes its circuit to the other. Nothing is deprived of its warmth. The law of the Lord is perfect, refreshing the soul. The statutes of the Lord are trustworthy, making wise the simple. The precepts of the Lord are right, giving joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are radiant, giving light to the eyes. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The decrees of the Lord are firm, and all of them are righteous. They are more precious than gold, than much pure gold. They are sweeter than honey from the honeycomb. By them your servant is warned. In keeping them there is great reward. But who can discern their own errors? Forgive my hidden faults. Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. May these words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Amen. Grateful to have you guys come along with me for the trip today, and hopefully your afternoon or evening or morning and the rest of your week lines up to be great and superb. Amen indeed, King Cobra. To those of you who don't know, I am a born-again Christian. My lifestyle is one where I profess faith in a living, eternal God who extends the opportunity to commune with us in relationship through his Son, Jesus Christ. Um, he was a very real human being that came to live and die for our sins, and I accept him as my Lord and Savior. I would invite you to search for information about Christianity online, in particular the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association. But by the same token, if that's not your bag, if you don't want to know him, if you don't want to believe, and you just want to hang out here, I'm happy to have you, and I continue to wish you nothing but love and respect, and that you have a great day. Let's see where we are, actually. Let's take a look. I I have left the Los Angeles Center airspace, and it looks like we're going to be in Salt Lake City Center, and we're going to be here for a while, all the way up to Rock Springs. We're gonna go just south of Salt Lake City, Rock Springs, and then when we exit Salt Lake City Center and we get to Denver, we'll be close to, I think, Casper. And I don't know this for a fact, but I'm guessing we're going to be around Wyoming or Montana. I don't know. I don't know. We are Mach 0.83 right now. We could go to Mach 0.85 and see what happens. I think at this point I can slap VNav back on, but I don't know. Let's give it a shot. I think VNav has the cruise speed for this flight to be 0.84, so that's okay. Let's take a look outside, see where we are. It's like some desert and some rocks, some mountains, some snow. There's snow out here. What? Big fan of the British Airways livery. I'm a much bigger fan of the Landor livery. No. 370 is going to be my final cruise. I mean, I could climb to 390. Let me double check and see if I misinterpreted the flight plan. Oh, I'm wrong. The flight plan does call for steps, but I'm not familiar with the process. I can probably finish climbing to 410 if I wanted to and just take my sweet time. So let's do this. Let's step off VNav and let's keep it at 0.86, and we'll climb at 500 feet per minute, and we'll just leave it alone. Um, so, I mean, theoretically, I could say this is my next big step, but that's okay. I think we're probably going to get to 41,000 feet when we're either in Canada at this rate or when we leave, but I don't think it's going to take that long to get to flight level 410 from here. That's only 4,000 more feet, so sheesh, what would that be? 25 minutes at the worst? I think. I think. Which is weird. Let's see. 40 nautical miles. Take a look at the center ND here. Well, the pilot ND. Yeah, there we go. See? We're nowhere close to even Salt Lake, and we're going to be atop a climb by 60 nautical miles, if not less. Okay. Yeah, we got a while to go. I mean, this is like max zoom out for the flight, and we're nowhere near our oceanic crossing. Ugh. So what do we do? Well, what'll probably happen is this. Barring any extended conversations. Ooh, well, how about that? I've never done that kind of stuff on stream. I used to play like, games on DOSBox. So, oh, you know what I could do? I could play I could play the Space Quest games that I have. Hungry Hippos. Oh my gosh, dude, you're making me show my age here. I remember those commercials. Um, you know, kids' toys were something else. Kithrick, I didn't tell you this. I actually found an old slot car racing set in my closet in my office. I work remotely, so I work from home. And my closet has a bunch of stuff that I keep in there and occasionally look into, but I had forgotten about it. I have like an old Hot Wheels playset, and then I have this slot car racing set, which has a couple of loops, and it's a couple of like, Porsche lookalike cars. I picked it up years and years and years ago, probably 10 years ago or more at this point. And I I think it was like in one of those like places where like you buy like vintage stuff. And I played with it for a bit, put it away in a container and just like literally forgot about it. So over the weekend, I was like, wait a minute, I want to put this together. So I unpacked it, and with Mrs. Digi helping and my pets watching, we put the track together, and then I played with it for a cool little while and had a great time. Had a great time enjoying it and looping the cars, crashing them, and just reliving old days. So I feel like that was just so therapeutic, pretty much like necessary, because what happens is, you get into such a rhythm in life, and sometimes that's great. Like if you're working out, if you're trying to get in shape, if you're working towards your next promotion or saving up for a home or something like that, and you've got these, you stay in your lane and you keep doing stuff to get you closer and closer to your goal. That's a good thing. But at the same time, I feel like there are times where I've allowed myself to stay in one spot for a while, and it wasn't for any good thing. And you sometimes trick yourself into thinking that, oh, I'm just kind of working towards something. Okay, what are you working towards? Like, I have video game systems that I don't even play with. So I think I'm going to change that this week. I have a Sega Genesis, I have an Xbox, I have a PS4. Spoiler alert, I'm probably not going to be playing that much with the PS4. I'm probably going to be playing a lot more with the original Xbox, the Sega Genesis, and oh yeah, a Nintendo Wii. And, you know, playing with stuff like that and just rediscovering things, that to me is really cool. So I plan on doing that a little bit later. Also later or tomorrow, I will probably work on some circuitry and work with some RGB lights because I have a set from uh, like an internet company that sells stuff on Amazon that you can plug into, like an Arduino or a Raspberry Pi or a Pi Pico and program RGB lights so they flash in a certain sequence or do cool things or whatever. So I'll work on that, and I will try to spend time doing more of the things that I can look back on and say that I enjoyed. Because even if I did everything that I wanted to do in terms of writing software or whatever, I don't think I don't think I'd enjoy, what's the phrase? I think I would regret missing out on certain things, like spending time with family, spending time with my pets. I can very easily get into a situation where I just, keep thinking, keep working, keep doing. I'm not going to say how old I am, but I will say that I am older than young and younger than very old. And I will say it is impressive how quick time goes by. Do you want me to pick him up? Grab one of my cats. There we go. Okay, turn on the light. Okay. Yes, I am. Flight level 410. I don't think I've been this high up in the sky for I don't know how long. So it's cool. It's definitely cool. Let me check. Let's see. Failures none. Lovely. We're chewing through fuel. We've got a whole bunch of fuel in the center compartment. And we are Mach 0.86 or on our way to Mach 0.86. We're 0.845 right now. And it looks like we've got some weather ahead of us. Let me take a look and see. It's also a bit turbulent. Can I get weather? Where am I? Okay, we've got clouds, but we don't have weather. We don't have weather in our flight plan up until we get into Minneapolis Center. And then we'll see. Looks like we do have some weather in the east of the Mississippi and on the East Coast. So I don't foresee a problem with weather affecting my streaming today, but stay tuned. Just like that, we're 0.86. I could probably go 0.87 if I really wanted to. Yeah, let's do that. But depending on what we do, I might play a little bit of Space Quest and then trying to think about today's stream. I'm gonna land again sometime between 10:30 and 11:30 tonight, maybe 11:45. I am not gonna be streaming the whole time. So I think I'm gonna make a decision in the next like 15 or 20 minutes whether or not I'm gonna keep streaming or take like a 3 or 4 hour break or 5 hour break and come back at like 7-ish, maybe even 8 o'clock. And then that should put me coming into the UK from just past Iceland. And then we'll pick up the flight then, descend, arrive, and call it a stream. Just to make sure that I'm doing everything that I should be and also just stretching my legs and stuff like that. But let me check. Let me do a few things, chat. Be back in a bit. All right, Chad, I'm back. I have decided, I think I'm going to cap the stream in the next, I think, hour and or half hour. And then I'm going to come back probably around, what would make sense to me would probably be to come back either around 9 or 9:30. And then that would put me squarely in or over like the top part of the UK would probably be flying over Glasgow at that point, and then it would be I think once we hit the UK, we'd probably be landing in like the next like 2 hours after that. So once we go feet dry in the UK, then Heathrow shouldn't be more than 90 minutes away, I don't think, especially not at the speed that this plane's capable of. So that makes sense to me. But what we're going to do for now is we are going to go ahead and reduce the sim volume, and I do think I'm going to play a little retro. Let's see, what's I was going to say temperature. The volume is 25. I can probably just completely mute it. That way I'm not messing around with the sliders. What's that, sweet? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fire up my DOS box, and we're going to play some old school gaming for a little bit. And then that's going to give me plenty of time to do whatever else I'm going to do later today. Where's my folder? Where's my folder? Oh, you know what? It's in the other drive. It should be over here. There we go. Okay, so fire up Defend Reloaded. And the beautiful thing about playing DOS games when you buy them through goodoldgames.com is that you don't have to do weird copy protection. Am I going to go to the Xenia Design Seminar? I think there's a good chance. I mean, if I'm going, I'm going to go for the captain's, package, so to speak, to attend the seminars and whatnot. We're hoping. We're hoping. Funds are supremely tight right now, but we're going to see what happens. Do I do DOSBox DOS? I think I do. Oh, you know what I have to do? Uh, hmm. I'm going to go ahead and also load up my emulator. I think, depending on how much time I have and how much money we have, we may take a day or two to check out some of the other places like the Venetian, the Bellagio, and enjoy ourselves there, if it's a thing. Um, if there's not that much money, but we do actually still get a chance to go, then we'll stay in the Rio and we'll do, we'll have food, we'll enjoy ourselves, do all the things. It depends. It honestly depends. I think I'd like to, though. If I'm gonna fly out to Vegas, I might as well check out some of the sites. You know, hang out with one or two folks that live there and that can show us the sites. But let me get my DOSBox prompt loaded, and I should be able to share it with you guys. Hold on. Is it Tandy? Show it to me. Let's go. Look at that. All right, so that's my DOSBox window. And I'm not in Tandy mode right now, but I am going to go and see if I can find the Space Quest window. Where is it? Space Quest 1. You want Space Quest 1 or 2? Let's do 1. Let me try it. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want that. If I'm going to play Space Quest 1 and 2, it has to be DOSBox Tandy. Has to be. Ooh. Hello. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and put that there. And do this. And do Space Quest 1. All right, so now I'm going to restore the last place I was. No, 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 no. I think it's in C, SQ1. I think it's in C. Could be in the root drive. Yes, there we go. Okay, so the last time we were playing this game, we got through escaping from the ship. We got down to the surface of Corona, which is the planet that we're on right now. We fulfilled a few quests, stopped a Sarian spider droid, got rid of Orat, got this nice ground skimmer, and now we've just arrived at a place called Eulance Flats. We're going to need to get some money, get a robot, get a ship, and fly out of here. Okay, so we're here. I can put this back to, say, normal speed, and I can also save my game. So let's do, I think I can do 26, or I can just restore, because I think I saved it when I got here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now dude's gonna come and ask me if I want to sell the skimmer to him. Nope. Okay, so I think he either comes back twice or three times, and I forget how many times I need to actually um, say no. I'm gonna say three, but I could be very wrong. So I'm gonna speed up the time. Should be back in a bit. There we go. Yes, yes, there we go. So I have to take this. I have to take this off because he's giving me a jetpack. All right, so that's good. I would have wanted more money, but he threw in a jetpack as well. So we're going to go into the bar, and the name of the game here is to essentially get enough money to get a robot and get enough money to get a ship. So I think what I should probably do is go to the bar. Okay, so invisible walls of jello prevent you from exiting this installation of the settlement, because what happens is if you go, you'll be eaten by, like, basically sandworms or whatever they're called. Now we're gonna go to robots. Robots are us. Droids be us. Okay. Let's find out how much that robot is up top. Flight system operations. 45 buckazoids, 36 a coupon. Okay. So there we go. 45 buckazoids, and I have 30, which means I need to earn more money. There we are. And now you're going to hear some three-speaker music. Looks like ZZ Top, so to speak. Okay, the important thing here is that you have to watch yourself because it is possible to be vaporized playing slots and you need money. All right, so this is where I used to save and restore a lot. And I'm going to probably do it in save and restore sessions where I bet the most I can. Okay, so that did nothing. All right. So essentially we're grinding here for moolah. And we're certainly not going to take that. So what I'm probably going to do is increase the speed to fastest, save it, and then we're just going to play it. And it's, I want to win as much as I can and not get those skulls because otherwise I get zapped. And this at least is quick. That, of course, is a good win. And no, I'm not practicing for Vegas. All right, that's a no. Random number generation ain't that bad. We'll take that. That's not bad. That did nothing. Oof, that would have been potentially a good payoff. Nope, that doesn't work either. That's good, I'll save that. That's definitely good, I'll save that. Okay, we'll take that. And give me a bit. So I think it breaks once you get to like about 150 buckazoids. Sorry. That'll work. That won't. Ooh, almost did it. We'll take that. We'll definitely take that. As you can tell, it takes a while. Yep, and that's it. This is how quickly you get zapped. But I am on fastest speed, so okay, I'll take that. I want something like between 150 to 200 buckazoids. The diamonds could have done that. Ooh, 30. Oh, wait. Oh, I'll take that. We'll take that as well. Okay, got zapped. Try it again. Ooh, that's good. Good win. I think a little bit more money I should be done. Not quite. That'll do. Gipazoid novelties. Please allow 2 decades for delivery. I think I'm going to save that screenshot. Yeah, we got to 250 buckazoids and the system broke. So, happy about that. Now we need to get some drinks. Da, 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 da. Okay, so what just happened was I had to drink some beers in order to find out what was going on in sector HH. So essentially, I need to get to sector HH to find the Deltor because the Deltor is a Sarian ship that actually has the star generator, which was taken from the Arcadia or the Arcada, the ship that I escaped from at the beginning. All right, now I'm going to buy the operation droid, buy the other plane, and then we're going to get out of here. Okay, buy droid. All right, so now we've got the droid. The droid's pretty cool. I like it. The droid will follow me around, and we will go to the used ship salesman. And now we can continue. What I'll probably do is, once we get to the Deltor, I'll probably stop playing for today. And then we will finish Space Quest 1 and probably do Space Quest 2 at some point. Alright, so here is Tiny's used spacecraft. Yes, you may. Follow me, good sir. Outright steal at 214 buckazoids, which, as far as I believe, is exactly how much money I have left. Buy ship. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to actually, get gasoline. Um, where do I buy gas from? Oh, you know what I might have forgotten to do? I might have forgotten to take the gas that was inside the skimmer. Or I never got the gas when we left the alien installation on the other side of Corona. Uh, all right. Where do I go to get that gas? Let me find out. So, yeah, it was called the Arcada. Okay. Um, yeah. Oh, I think I might need to get or restore the game. All right, give me a moment. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back once again. I dup dipped out to get some food. Just had a delivery. So I'm trying to figure out what to do next. I I don't know how to actually. How many Buckazoids do I have actually? Let's find that out first. Let's see if I soft lock myself. Okay, I have 208 of them, so that's a problem. Apparently, what needs to happen is that I need to what am I trying to say? I need to I need to win money, buy beer. Win money, buy the droid, buy the ship. hmm So yeah, I gotta do this again. So I might wait to do this on another stream, but apparently this was necessary. But yeah, I don't think I don't think with the machine being the way that it is that I'm actually gonna be able to do anything. Actually, hold on a moment. Good. Okay, so fortunately, I didn't actually wind up cooking my game. How much money do I have? I forget. I can't see it actually, but I should be able to win it all back. And it shouldn't take that long. All right, let's give it a shot. All right, now we'll save this differently. Go to the robot shop. Okay, now we have 214 Buckazoids, which means now we should be able to buy the ship. We will see. Now I think we should be good. Let's go find the other ship. Ship. Okay, load droid. Oh, hold on. Before I do anything else, save. Okay, try it again. Yeah, just the button mark load. Wow. Push load. All right, and now we leave Corona off to parts unknown. Okay, so now we're going to go find the Deltor. Ah, the beauty of the Tandy sound chip. And here comes the Deltor. Okay, so I need to make sure that I wear my jetpack. I don't think he's going to eject me immediately. Pew, 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 pew. Wear jetpack. Okay. And here we are. That's the Deltor. Okay, so essentially at this point, we're inside the Sarian ship, and we are going to try to stop them from using the star generator. Um, I'm going to save that bit of effort for the last time that we play Space Quest 1, and I'm going to go ahead and put that away for today. So let me go ahead and close that window for now and jump back into the sim. Let's see where we are. Okay, so we are We're in Denver Center airspace, and we have just gone past Gillette, which is Northeast Wyoming Regional, which means we should be coming into Montana pretty soon. Or the western portion of Minneapolis. So I think at this point, it's safe to say it's probably going to be a great point for me to jump off. And I'm going to, I think, enjoy some afternoon and then probably come back to the sim sometime around, I'd say, 9:15, 9:30, and fly the rest of the approach into Heathrow. I think 9:30 is going to be the safer choice. So yeah, that's cool. So far, we have been running the clock for, sheesh, I don't know how long. Elapsed time, 1 hour, 46 minutes. There we go. And we've got about 8 more hours to go, at least, before we get there. So, thanks to everybody that stopped by today. I will most likely, Lord willing, be back around 9:30 this evening to wrap the flight up and to see what happens. So, like I always like to say at the end of every stream, if you want true peace, you want the Prince of Peace, and that is Jesus Christ. Take care, friends. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello, and until next time, we'll see ya. Bye.